Hello guys, welcome back to The Waste. Hope that you guys are having a good day. Just to get you caught up, the group is currently 5 strong with Oscar, Rondo, Vanessa, and 2 brothers from the beginning of the story. Let's chug along. Alright. They loaded up in the car. Charlie took his AK-47 back from Alan, showing that Alan was the one that had broken into the house that night. They loaded up in the car, and Rondo and Vanessa left for Garland in hopes of finding the experimental vaccines. To be continued. The Waste, Chapter 2, Extinguish. Continuing on, Vanessa and Rondo continued down the road. They began to think, was there any place where life was survivable in the wasteland? Rondo said, "Do you think William or Charlie will find what they're looking for?" She looked at him. "Do you think William and Charlie know what they're looking for?" She continued. "Do you really know what you're looking for?" Rondo looked down. He responded, I'm not sure if anyone knows what they're doing nowadays." They continued on to Garland. Upon arrival, were greeted to an entire community of dead ones. Hundreds, if not thousands, of mutant dead-alive wasters, brain-hungry and looking for their next meal. Putting the car in park, Vanessa and Rondo looked at Rondo. "You can come or not. I'm finding those vaccines if it's the last thing I do." Rondo jumped out of the car. "I'm coming. I'm not letting you get eaten." Following her, Vanessa was very well known for her use of a pink lock, as she believed it was superior because mobility compared to other guns. Light, weight, and sleek build. Jason had a standard issue military issue rifle with stock flashlight, laser sight, as well as a quick eject mag for mowing down mass wasters. They ran into the small village-like community of Garland and got into special quarters of Yale dropout and mastermind Quentin V. Rose. Supposedly, Quentin's daughter had been bit by a waster, and he had gone mad and tried to create a cure. After failing so many times at creating a cure for his daughter, he let his zombified daughter chew into his own wife's face, Vanessa said. "Or so that's how the story goes," she said. As they passed the lab equipment, they passed a room. Rondo looked into it. It was a woman, maybe 18 or 19, strapped down to the hospital bed, face torn to shreds with bite marks. He looked away and continued down the hallway. So what do you think happened to Quentin anyway?" he said. She looked forward. "I'm not sure. Some say that..." Sorry, I'm going to scroll down for a second, guys. Just give me a second. "I'm not quite sure. Some say that he did it and cured his wife. Some say he went mad because he had lost all of his family he had ever known, and as his wife had died giving birth to his daughter." Rondo looked upset. They continued to a room with a large metal door. Vanessa looked at Rondo. "It has to be in there." He looked at her. "Ladies first," he said. She laughed and opened the door and drew her pink lock. When she opened the door, she was greeted to the zombified remains of waster Quentin V. Rose. He began to walk towards her as Rondo pulled out a machete and put it halfway through Rose's skull. He looked at Vanessa. "Are you okay?" She shook her head, and they began to look around the room. In the center of the room was Quentin V. Rose's now zombified corpse. He loved her, and he wasn't able to save her. Rondo looked down, clearly upset. "I know what that's like, remembering having to kill his undead parents." Next to her were 3 vials of the experimental formula. Experimental vaccine 134, they were labeled. Vanessa picked them up. We found what we were looking for. Now let's get out of here and hope that the dead ones outside don't find us.